Welcome back. If you have not listened to part 1 yet, go back and listen to that one first. Because in part 1, we talked about the 4 stages of momentum and why most agents quit right before they break through. Because today in part 2, we are getting completely practical. Because understanding momentum is only half the equation. The other half is actually building a business that is strong enough to sustain it. And that starts with one of the most important concepts I have ever learned in real estate, the lead generation wheel. Are you ready? Let's get into it. But before we talk about the lead generation wheel, I want to talk about daily minimum standards, because this is the foundation that everything is built on. Because this is the foundation that everything else is built on. Real estate rock stars, they take their schedule very seriously. They align every single day with what I call dollar productive activities. In real estate, those are prospecting, lead follow-up, pre-qualifying buyers and sellers, presenting, negotiating, and closing. That's it. Those 6 things are what actually move the needle in your business. Everything else is just noise, so block it out. And here is the key. Rock stars do not just do these things occasionally, they do them every single day with intensity, with consistency, with scripts and systems that are so dialed in that success becomes a repeatable process, not an improvisation, not a wing it situation, a repeatable process. Because here is the truth. A smart person learns from their own mistakes, but a brilliant person learns from other people's mistakes. Do not reinvent the wheel. Follow the path of superstars. Implement what works, and then make it your own. Now, let me introduce you to one of the most powerful concepts in all of real estate business building. The lead generation wheel. Picture an old-fashioned wagon wheel, or if you prefer it, picture the rims or the dubs on a Range Rover. The more spokes that wheel has, the stronger it is. More spokes means more reinforcement, more structural strength, more ability to handle the load. You get it? In real estate, each spoke in your wheel represents a different stream of lead generation. Past clients and referrals, expired listings, for sale by owners, open houses, direct mail, social media and content, investor relationships, lender partnerships, commercial real estate connections, probate and real estate sales. Each one of those is a spoke on your wheel. You get that, right? And here's what I see happen to agents all the time. They rely on one spoke, just one. And for a while it works, but then something changes, the market shifts, their one lead source, it dries up, and suddenly their entire business collapses. I heard a story once about a rock star agent who was selling 50 to 100 homes a year. She was incredible at calling expired listings and for sale by owners. It was her only spoke, her superpower. And then she lost her voice for nearly a year. And with only one spoke on her wheel, her income took a nosedive. Don't let that be you. So, how do you build a strong lead generation wheel? Here are the rules. Rule number 1, polish one spoke before you move on to the next one. Do not try to build 10 spokes at once. That is a recipe for doing nothing well. Pick your first spoke, work through it. The 4 stages of momentum we talked about in part 1, formulation, concentration, momentum, and breakthrough. Get that spoke producing consistent and predictable results, and then move on to the next one. Rule number 2, never abandon an old spoke when you add a new one. This is the mistake I see a lot of agents making constantly. They build a great referral network. It is producing beautifully. And then they get excited about a new lead source and completely forget about their past clients. Don't do that. Your past clients are one of your most valuable spokes. Keep them warm, stay in touch, add value consistently. Because the moment you abandon a spoke, you start losing the momentum you worked so hard to build. Here is something important I want you to understand. Not all spokes are identical. Some agents are incredible on the phone. Cold calling is their superpower. Other agents are amazing at it in-person network. Other agents are amazing at in-person networking. Some agents crush it on social media and content. Others build their entire business through referrals and relationships. None of those approaches are wrong, but the key to knowing which spokes work best for you and doubling down on those first, because the best spoke is the one you can actually execute consistently at a high level. So ask yourself right now, what is your natural superpower? Where do you naturally connect with people? Where do you feel most confident? Start there. Build that spoke first, get it producing, and then expand your wheel from a position of strength. Now, I want to talk about something that separates average agents from superstars. Scripts and systems. Superstars never wing it. Every aspect of their day is meticulously designed to achieve their goals, and they consistently follow through. Now, I know some agents resist scripts. They say, "Oh, I want to be natural. I just want to be myself." And I understand that completely. But here's the thing. Scripts do not make you robotic. Scripts make you prepared. There's a big difference between reading a script word for word and having internalized the key points so deeply that they flow naturally in every conversation you have. The best athletes in the world run drills every single day, the same drills over and over. Not because they're robots, but because repetition builds the kind of automatic excellence that shows up under pressure. Real estate is no different. Practice your scripts. Know your market data cold. Have your objection responses so internalized that nothing catches you off guard. Because when you are prepared, you are confident. And when you are confident, sellers sign on the dotted line with you. And buyers, well, they trust you. I want to leave you with one final mindset shift that I think is really important. Your product is not just great service. Your product is not helping people find homes. Your product is profit. And I want you to sit with that for a moment, because some agents are uncomfortable with that word. They get into real estate to help people, and that is beautiful, but here is the cold truth. You cannot help anyone if you are not profitable. You cannot serve your clients at the highest level if you are stressed about money. You cannot build a team, invest in your marketing, or grow business without profit. So embrace profit. Quantify your success. Know your numbers. Know what you need to earn every single month to hit your goals. And then build your lead generation wheel strong enough and diverse enough to get you there consistently every single month. Because that is what real estate superstars do. They build a business, not just a career. So I want to bring it all together now. Part 1 was all about understanding momentum, the 4 stages, the runway, the breakthrough. In part 2, this episode is about building a business strong enough to sustain it. Daily minimum standards, dollar productive activities every single day, a lead generation wheel with multiple strong spokes, scripts and systems that make success repeatable, and a mindset that embraces profit as the pathway to freedom you got into this business for. You've got the talent, you've got the knowledge, you have the tools. Now you just have to keep the throttle down, stay in concentration, build your wheel, and trust that the breakthrough is coming, because it always does, for the agents who refuse to quit. I'm Josh Reef. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because I drop new content every single week to help you build your real estate career the right way. I'll see you on the next one.